I did notice that. Why did he have his shirt off in the face-off? Like, you're not fighting, bro. Just calm down, put a shirt on, put them fucking big man milkers away.
Now let's get lively. Gather round, let's sort the buyers from the spies, the needy from the greedy, and those who trust me from those who don't. Eddie Murphy! Fuck you!
Get the fuck out of here! Man, you fight with nobody.
Best of all time, and before time was even created.
Follow me, hon. I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. Oh, don't be scared, homie.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Grab it sick and twisted.
Oh my god, dude, it's an MMA fight, dude.
Twist that dick.
Twist this dick!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed time for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching along at home. This is the Eggplant Tornado Podcast, the fight podcast for the common man. We're coming at you live out of our homes, once again, zooming it up. But with me, as always, is the man, the myth, the legend, the Griff. How you doing this week, buddy?
Feeling pretty cracked out, to be honest, Ned. Feeling good, feeling lively.
I'll crack Stipe over here.
Cracked out, Stipe. Just fucking good day of fights, really. Pretty fun.
Been a methy day, has it?
Oh, it's fucking a bit methy outside, to be honest.
Bit methed up.
Had to go down and get a sweet chili twirler from KFC there, just to fucking steady me over for the day, you know.
Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah,
And round.
First feed since Thursday.
Say that again.
First feed since Thursday, or what?
fuck it. You know it. There's no fucking
After his Bender on Australia Day, and you know that voice, you know it well. It is the third member of our trio rounding us out, a being made of pure logic and the prediction wizard himself, Mr. Luke Froome. How you doing this week, buddy?
Not too bad, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad at all. We had some fucking interesting fights today, and we've had a whole lot of fucking news come in. So why don't we go through the schedule here, Griff? What have we got in store for the people this week?
Oh, we're going to start it off. Stock standard staple of the podcast, believe it or not.
That's best believe.
That's right. Believe it or not. Then we're going to go into the Beterbiev versus Yarde breakdown. We thought it was going to be more of a mow-over, but it was a competitive fight, so we'll get into that. Then we've got the Skye Nicholson card. She's not headlining, but she's the main event, let's be real.
Yeah, it is true.
The main attraction, would you say, Griff?
The main attraction for sure.
It's definitely Griff's main attraction.
there's no doubt about it. We got Serrano versus Cruz on that card. Baumgardner. I've never really understood. Baumgardner. That makes heaps more sense. Versus Mekhaled, I believe.
Yep, that's probably how I pronounce it.
And then we've got the Australian domination. And by that, I mean the Australian getting destroyed by Navarette. So we got Navarette versus Wilson happening as well this weekend coming up. UFC Fight Night, a ripped Derek Lewis versus Spivac.
Sergei Spivac.
Fucking Sergei.
The polar bear. They call him.
Well, the polar bear versus Big Pretty. I don't know. Then we'll roll out into some that sands my bony.
Big Pretty on the comeback.
Well, you got to come on your back occasionally, you know. Good for you.
Gotta. Fuck, 2023, it's a fucking year for it. But yeah, so we're going to get into some, we've touched on that in the last couple of weeks, and he's fucking reared his ugly, loud, fucking most likely drunk head again. So we'll get into that right at the end.
We're all getting come on our back this year.
And we got some fucking news that every fight fan has been waiting for about 2 years, it seems. We're finally getting on February 25th. It's been confirmed, as there was a face-off this afternoon after the Beterbiev and Yarde fight. Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul will be going down in the UK.
Tommy Fury's got massive titties, eh? I did notice that. Why did he have his shirt off in the face-off? Like, you're not fighting, bro. Just calm down, put a shirt on, put them fucking big man milkers away. He must get them from his dad for sure.
All right, well, I got a couple of notes. Like, I watched the face-off.
Yeah, I did too.
And so the fight's it's a 185-pound catchweight fight, which seems kind of interesting. It's pretty much what Paul's been coming in at his last couple of contests anyway. So the face-off got physical straight away. They started pushing each other. And then as soon as Tommy started talking on the microphone, Jake started filming him, like obviously for his Snapchat or his Instagram or something like that, just trolling him. Jake's a lot bigger than I thought he was. Or Tommy's a lot smaller than I thought he was. One of the two. Like, I honestly thought Tommy was like a fair bit taller than Jake was, but them standing next to each other in the ring, Jake made him look small. And he might have been wearing like, bigger shoes or something like that. But honestly, like, they're like there's much less of a size discrepancy than what I thought there was.
Yeah, no, they look pretty like even size wise, except for them titties.
Yeah.
And he's fucking out of control.
I mean, Jake's.
I didn't even see that. So
I did expect Tommy to be taller though.
Yeah, 100%. Especially like from the family that he comes from. And speaking of the family that he comes from, they cut to Tyson Fury in the front row of the crowd right after Jake started talking. He's saying like, you know, Tyson, I love you, but I'm going to knock your brother the fuck out. And it cuts to Tyson Fury laughing. So either he doesn't really care about his brother, or he just remembered that it's going to be Monday tomorrow. And that's his favorite day of the week.
Jake interviewed Tyson in the back.
I literally just watched that before you clicked record.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. They must have some type of like they get along to some degree, I guess. Or else Tyson would just be like, "Fucking get away from me."
I think Jake's just making it impossible to hate him.
I'd kiss him. Wait, what?
And then the last note that I had was Chisora was floating around in the background of the ring. Possibly they're looking for his missing burger.
I hope he found it. Tyson could have at least bought him one.
that's what he may have been there for, to try and scab a burger out of Tyson.
He owns it in that last fight.
Well, I'd say probably. No, you go for him.
So he might get lucky, because I feel like today would be Tyson's eating day, as it is bags for the Mondays.
That's it.
I was going to say maybe he's just given up on Tyson altogether and he's just trying to get it out of the family in general. That's why he was following Tommy around.
Yeah, maybe. He's trying to get a fucking burger anywhere he can.
But yeah, so that's happening. Oh, actually, sorry, I misspoke. I thought that was happening in the UK. The next fight that I'm going to talk about is happening in the UK, but we'll get to that in a second. This is happening in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Not sure, like that. I don't know. Sort of means that nobody's really got a home ground advantage kind of thing, but it also seems more likely to me that it's going to happen, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, good luck pulling out of that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Stab you up for that shit, boy. You don't want to fuck around.
That's it, man. Like the kind of people that would be financing that event, like, yeah, they're not the kind of people that you want to be fucking around with.
Nah. Yeah, I reckon. Unless Tommy, like, I don't know, fucking gets hurt again, I reckon it's pretty likely to go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
But Tommy can't pull out of this one, really.
That's it.
If he does, his career's fucked. Chalked.
So
Yeah, 100%.
And like I've seen something through the week with Eddie Hearn saying that, like, as much as he doesn't like to say it, he will probably put Jake Paul as a favourite going into that fight.
Yeah,
that'd be
would too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just because of, like, Tommy Fury's opposition. Like, I know Jake hasn't fought a boxer, but he's fought people who have been, like, world champions. Like, fair enough, Askren wasn't known for striking, like, he was should have won that. But, like, Woodley was known to be able to bang.
Yeah, same as fucking Silver. Like one of
Yeah,
those.
and he sparked Woodley out.
Was able to drop Silver.
Yeah,
it's it. Touted as one of the best strikers of a generation.
Mm.
I know that fight's pretty interesting, considering, like, Jake Paul's probably Tommy's best opponent so far. And, like, Tommy's actually fighting someone who's, like, a boxer, but, like, Tommy's not far into his career, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he went on about in the fucking face-off, like he's had an extensive amateur career kind of thing. So this is the closest to a boxer that he's actually fought.
Yeah. Like, I suppose it sort of goes both ways. It would have been like fighting sort of tomato cans Tommy on his way through.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably like a pretty even bout. Like, I'd sort of like half expect Tommy to win, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if Jake's getting his hand raised at the end of it.
Yeah, I'm very much the same. I see Jake winning. I don't know why.
No, I agree.
I just see the pressure being too much for Tommy.
Yeah, like Jake sort of been there on that sort of bigger stage before.
Yeah, Tommy's got his family riding on it. Like, if he loses, like, his family's going to disown him.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Like, say that after the fight. If he does lose, be like, oh no, you're gone. Don't say it before the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, just keep that to your fucking self.
Yeah. I just see Jake probably, getting the win at the end of the day.
Yeah, most likely. I definitely fucking agree. Like, it's just, like you said, there's just so many factors that lead into it. The fact that Jake Paul's going to be a menace throughout the entire press conference.
Oh, 100%.
Like, yeah, there's only it's just under a month until that's going to happen. So there will be like press conferences and stuff that's happened because you've obviously like this has obviously been figured out. They've been in camp kind of thing. They're not just both fighting off a month's notice. That's not how that's going to work. But yeah, I think it'll just be interesting how the actual fight itself plays out in the sense that Tommy probably thinks he's going to go in there and just spark Jake out. And if he doesn't, I reckon that's really going to hurt his confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you can't go out there and get it done early, he's going to fucking be discouraged. And then he's going to have fucking his coaches and shit fucking yelling at him like, you should have him out of there.
Well, his coach is his dad. So, yeah.
Exactly. It's terrible.
If Jake looks more comfortable in the first sort of, 3 to 6 minutes, the first 2 rounds, and it's fucking like that's going to shoot Tommy down even harder.
Yeah, he's just going to get discouraged the more the fight goes on.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially if Jake can like get in there and land some shots on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be more of a downhill track.
Whereas I think Jake will be able to handle getting tagged early.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Because, it's kind of like expected.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one, hey?
It really is.
Maybe we should do a companion for that.
And Tommy wasn't great in his last fight, so.
No. But he keeps on saying, like, I was doing that to set the fight up. Like, I just don't reckon you're that good. But
yeah, you just aren't as talented. And it's quite proxy because his brother is talented kind of thing. So you can't, I don't know, like if he was just by himself, you would probably give him a bit more credit kind of thing. But I think it's because he gets compared to Tyson so much.
Yeah. But like, look at the family he got brought up in. The cunt should be fucking superstar.
Yeah, exactly. And with the physical attributes that he has.
Yeah. He should be fucking world champion by now.
Yeah.
Not fucking around on fucking TV shows and shit. If
he put like all of 100% of his effort into fucking boxing and not building a social media presence, he probably would, be a world champion by now because like he's so marketable. Look at him.
He's a fucking good looking fella.
Yeah, that's it. You can't fucking deny that. And fucking not a lot of boxers are. They get punched in the face for a living. So like he would be the fucking face of everything. It's the same way Joshua was until he got his face fucking pummeled in by a fat Mexican and then twice by a Ukrainian. But anyway, moving on to some other fight news that's happening the exact same day. We got Floyd Mayweather coming back against Geordie Shore star Aaron Chalmers, who's like 4-2 in Bellator.
As like fighting MMA because they have other shit there, don't they?
Say that again, sorry.
I feel like they have kickboxing, they're not boxing. Yeah, that's just a shit show. Like, I mean, waste everyone's time a little bit more, why not?
So what was supposed to happen is Floyd was actually supposed to fight a dude called Liam Harrison. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, but that's an actual fight.
Yeah, that's it. Liam Harrison is like a legit 100% fucking kickboxer and a warrior
as well. Like Liam Harrison
he has boxed.
Well. And he's like good.
The only reason he didn't do it is because he's waiting on knee surgery and he was still like thinking about doing it, but he's like released a statement a couple of hours after the fight was announced and said like, I can't do it. Like I tried to do heavy sparring and stuff like that and my leg just wouldn't hold up.
It's devastating. I reckon Liam Harrison's got a good chance.
Legitimately good chance, man. He is fucking like...
Hits real hard, man.
He's a fucking dog.
Yeah. Who would you say more the dog, him or like, fan favorite Gabe Rosado?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The dog father.
It's a fucking dog father.
Do you know who we're talking about for him?
No.
Have you ever seen a video of
makes heaps of noise when he hits every punch.
Have you ever seen like literally every fucking kickboxer ever does. Have you seen a video of Joe Rogan training with somebody? There's like a dude holding pads for him and Joe Rogan's like kicking it.
Probably have, but I don't remember.
Yeah, that's it. There's that much shit that you have to like consume on a daily basis that it all just bleeds into one another. Anyway, yeah, Liam Harrison's like a legit.
Seen like Joe kicking, but like not taking notice of anyone holding a pad or whatever.
Yeah, just other fucking random things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam Harrison's like a legit kickboxer. I'm not exactly sure who he fights for. I believe he fights in like some of those like Asian championships, like maybe like Pride and is there like a what's their version of kickboxing over there?
They got like that risen, which is like fucking that's like MMA as well.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what he does, but he is a like 100% legit fighter, and that would have been a good challenge. But he's going to be fighting this cunt that was on Geordie Shore for 90% of his life, and now is 4-2 in Bellator.
Yeah, I don't even. Fuck me, Dad. I don't even want to talk about it.
It's really irritating. The only point that I'm going to make is Chalmers has legit knockout power, but there is no way in hell that he has enough skill to actually implement it against Floyd Mayweather.
No, I mean, if you came to me today and was like, this fight is 100% going on, like Floyd versus Liam, I'd be like, oh, dude, this guy's taking a like serious fight. That's mad. And then just get the news of like another shit show, which I just can't care about.
Yeah, I'm over Floyd and his fucking shit ass exhibitions.
I want to see Floyd fight Salt Puppy. Make it happen.
Yeah, that's a fight.
Salt Puppy will punch a fucking hole through his fucking face.
100%. Get the Salt Father in there.
Come around here fucking around. Salt Puppy will fucking spark you.
Hey. I just don't think Floyd wants anything to do with any Filipinos.
I mean, can't blame him really.
Yeah.
Beautiful people.
Last one nearly got him.
Little many out.
You think he wants a younger one that's a little bit bigger?
I don't think so.
Hey.
It's like a fucking B-dub backing up into a fucking tight little space.
And the best part too as well, like 100% Manny Pacquiao would train him.
Oh yeah, 100%. You do this.
Get his revenge for the Philippine.
Have you watched the Manny documentary?
No, I haven't.
Have you for him? It's called Manny. It's kind of hard to follow because it's in like Philippine, but it's really fucking good. I recommend it. Highly recommend. It's very nice.
Yes. Sorry. I'm trying to like half organize my notes because I fucked them up severely.
Yeah.
I like put certain stuff where it's not supposed to be. So, all right, like you said, we don't really want to fucking dwell on that too much because who gives a fuck about Floyd and his stupid exhibitions? But
when he can learn to count by himself, I'll care about his fights.
Yeah, pretty much. What is interesting is the fucking tweet storm that Deontay Wilder went on during the week. Did you guys see any of this?
No.
Deontay's losing his fucking mind.
I think he got punched many times by that Gypsy Queen guy.
That Gypsy Queef guy.
Mm.
Monday. Anyway.
Pillow fist fucked him.
Wilder tweets. Fucking hell. He's just sits in the back. Just every now and then. Just little comments. Love it. The Wilder tweets are as follows, all right? Yes. So he goes, they tried to take my existence away, not knowing it will only make me stronger.
Are they fucking Beyonce lyrics or something?
I don't know. Just let me get through all of this. Then, by the show of hands, hand emoji, does anyone else not feel happy right now? Question mark. Next, I, capital letters, love, and then you'll, not y'all, you'll, as in like you'll do this. So, completely the wrong fucking word. Then the next one, which is my personal favorite. Gas stations make me feel vulnerable. Hashtag strap season.
What the fuck? He's lost his fucking shit.
He's off his fucking rocker.
He might still be on that fucking shit he was on. He went somewhere into the fucking jungle and got on some fucking
ayahuasca.
Yeah, one of them. But he's probably still on that shit.
That shit'll do good things for you, not fucking send you off rails.
Yeah, literally anybody I've heard having, like, as comedians have been going through it like heaps lately, and it's actually become like not a big thing in America, but it's becoming more prominent in America that people that actually do proper ayahuasca experiences, like shamans and stuff that lead them, are turning up more, or just more frequently across the country. But yeah, anybody that seems to speak on it says, oh, like I had a really life-changing experience and realized all these good things about myself, whereas Wilder's just seemed to go fucking crazy.
A nice bike, that dude, though. I have noticed. It's like a high booster, I think.
He might be the first person to get on it and have access to a phone and reception. And
Yeah,
he's just
maybe.
seen a gas station and was like, "Fuck me."
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. But fucking strap season, I'm coming for some belts, cunt.
Yeah.
You're not fighting me at the servo.
You don't want them fucking servo hands, boy. Me and
fucking-
Rahim fucking down here holding it down.
I did see Wilder also say that what was it whoever wins the Usyk versus Fury fight, it just comes down to whoever wants to cheat the hardest.
I did see that too.
Yeah, mad logic, bro. Love it. Fuck yeah, he's off his head, man. Someone take his phone off of him. Give
Yeah,
Fury his back. And take this guy's off him.
He's definitely got some fucking problems. So I'm kind of interested to see how that progresses.
Mm.
And there's also still talk about him fighting Andy Ruiz, but who the fuck knows if that's going to go ahead.
I don't think he needs to take any more heavy punches to the head.
Nah, definitely not.
Probably give him a bit of a rest for a little bit.
Yeah, just take it easy there, Deontay.
Have a nap.
Any number on him.
At least log out of Twitter.
Yeah, fucking delete everything. Socialize before the fight.
Keep those thoughts in your fucking dented skull,
Mm.
you moron. But moving on to heavyweight news, some fights that are actually happening. We got the return of AJ happening in April against Jermaine Franklin.
Oh, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Nice.
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Right. I should have figured that by the tone of your voice.
It was out of that last fight that he had versus Dillian White. Everyone was expecting White to flog Franklin, and Franklin actually put like a good showing in for himself. And
That's my fucking boy, Franklin.
I think we were like speaking about it after that fight. Like I think I said, or like me and Ned might have been speaking, saying all three of us saying like we'd rather see Franklin go into a fight with AJ than White based off of that performance.
Yeah, I definitely remember having that conversation with you.
So I don't know, Eddie.
Well, I think Eddie, probably made the decision and went like, look, he's already knocked out Dillian White, and Franklin put in a good enough performance so that you could say that he's as formidable of an opponent as Dillian White. So
No, I just want
it's a better fight than Dempsey McKean. So
I just want to fucking rewind back to last week when we were doing that. What sounds my Bernie? Eddie, stop fucking taking our ideas, cunt, and get in touch.
Yeah. Come on, you're obviously listening.
Fucking over it.
get him through.
Fucking hell, Eddie.
I mean, he's
Give us a buzz,
listening.
mate.
He's tuning in, paying attention, so.
He seems to be just pulling them out of nowhere conveniently after we podcast every week. So
I bet you Eddie is that peak guy, bro. I bet you. Does Rumi know about these people yet?
no, I don't think he does, and we'll
Oh.
explain off the air
Yeah,
because
we'll talk to you later. Yeah. It's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
good times. Well, I'm sure he's seen it if he's been on the tubes. Speaking of which, you can find us fucking,
Oh, you
pretty
can.
much anywhere you're looking at Eggplant Tornado Podcast.
Just ask Eddie. He knows where to find us.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ask Eddie Hearn. Tag in Eddie Hearn's post. Just tag Eggplant. Leg plant.
He charges
Alright.
come out.
You're right then, Ed. You're fucking
Technical difficulties going on over here. Fucking doesn't help when we don't have the old Franklin in the corner.
Oh, he's in the back there, just fucking sleeping at the moment.
Hey, just having a nap under the table.
Yeah.
Alrighty, but moving on to some more announcements that we had. We had, I don't know, I think it was yesterday that all of this came up. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing all this when I got off the plane. Dana White on a pretty much fucking just announcement fucking storm for UFC 287. So we got Kevin Holland returning against Ponzinibbio, Masvidal versus Burns as a co-main event, and Adesanya versus Pereira 2
Beautiful.
as a
Beautiful.
main event.
I mean, doesn't get much better than that for a card, does it?
There was a lot of talk this week as to whether Pereira was going to defend against Adesanya again or go up and challenge Jamal Hill
I want to
for
see that
the
fight too.
light heavyweight strap.
I'd like to see Izzy get his belt back and then Pereira go up and get the other belt.
Yeah,
And then Izzy go up and go for double champ again. Keep your eyes out for that, people. That's going to fucking happen. I can see it happening. I can see,
that'd
yeah.
be very interesting.
Izzy, like, pointing out this next fight or getting an early stoppage. Fucking Pereira will go up to beat fucking Jamal Hill. And then Izzy will go up and become double champ.
You reckon Izzy just tries to choke him out this time?
Yeah, I reckon he probably definitely tries to grapple more unless his ego gets like the best of him.
Yeah, which knowing Izzy, it could well do.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck, he was close to getting him out of there.
It was at the end of the first or whatever. He had him fucking rocked.
Yeah, and if he didn't get like fucked in the last round, nobody would have beat him on points.
Yeah, 100%. He was winning going into that 5th round.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can see them both like holding a belt at some point, then Izzy going up to fight for double champ.
Yeah, well,
That's interesting.
Surely Pereira can't make that cut much longer.
Nah, fuck no, dude. That guy's big next to that Jamal Hill dude.
He's massive.
Like, he's big next to Glover. Like, what the fuck, man? How does he get down to that weight?
He walks around at 220. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets down to...
Actually, no, he rehydrates at 220. I'm sure he walks around heavier than that.
He's a monster, man.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Huge.
Yeah, there's no way he can keep making that weight for that much longer.
No. He just wanted to beat Izzy. I love all the memes you've seen. It's just like him, like, oh, Izzy moves to golf, and you just see like Pereira like dressed up his golfer. Fucking funny.
Yeah. Whatever Izzy does, he's just fucking coming for him.
Yeah.
Just absolutely fucking chasing him everywhere.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I love it. It's so fucking funny.
But yeah, so obviously, you know, that there's not really much to say about that. It's just how it's going to work out. But what do you guys reckon about that co-main event?
What was the co-main event?
Masvidal versus Burns.
Fuck. Yeah, good fight. Probably see Burns getting it done.
Yeah, I think Burns is going to choke him the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, Burns is like, I don't know, kind of underrated, I feel. Like, everyone was kind of sleeping him a bit on when he fought Magny. He fucking beat Magny real fast.
Yeah, he's got, like, his ground game as well was just way better than Masvidal's. I don't see him. Like, he beat Masvidal on the feet, I feel. Just, he's hard to fucking stop.
Yeah, he cracks hard too. Like, he dropped Shmaev.
Yeah, and Shmaev hits hard and, like, didn't stop him. So
No.
I don't see it going.
Yeah, that is a fun fight though.
Yeah, it's just whether Burns gets a hold of him, really.
From Masvidal just dog shot someone in the meantime and gets fucking locked up.
Yeah, all that.
What pussy, eh? You like full lose to this dude in 5 rounds. Like, you just get fucked up for 5 rounds. Like, oh, I'm just gonna dog shot him then. What a bitch.
Did anything ever come of that?
I think Kobe pressed charges. I don't know what came from it.
Might have to look into it.
Just a bitch move all round.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, lose a
You
fight.
come to
on
my
him.
town, so I'm just going to dog shot you while you're walking out of a restaurant. Get fucked, you idiot.
Right.
It doesn't make you tough.
No, it makes it like, oh yeah, but I'm street. Yeah, good on you, bro. You're a fucking
Cool.
loser.
Real cool, man.
Hey, George Masvidal, you're a loser. Fuck me dead.
Yeah, that's it. It's like it's legit to the point of like I just don't fucking care. It's like, yeah, like fucking who knows? We might blow up and run into the cunt someday. Or did you fucking talk shit about me? Yeah, because you did a piece of shit thing. 100%. You dog shotted somebody in a car park after they had a meal because they were in your town and they punched the fuck out of you on national television.
Yeah, George Masvidal. Dick move, bro.
It's literally just a fucking weak fucking dog move.
Yeah.
But I'm street. I'm from Cuba. Fuck off, cunt. Literally fuck off.
And done nothing since he kneed fucking Askren in the head. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck no. Beat Nate by a cut when Nate's known to start slow. It's just what he does.
When Nate's known to get cut by a fucking stiff breeze.
Oh, dude, I've seen wind cut him open.
Nate thinks about previous cuts that he's had and they start opening up on his face. Like, yeah, beating Nate Diaz by the fact that he was bleeding is not a win. Then he got slept by Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, badly.
And then has he done something since then? No. What if I Colby after that?
He fought Kobe after that.
He did.
Lost.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
convincingly
then got
lost.
manhandled.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that whole situation.
No. But anyway, let's move on to the last fucking little bit of news I've got, and it's some breaking news, which will push us into the breakdown of the card that we saw today.
Yep.
Eddie Hearn reckons that Beterbiev is going to face Callum Smith next, which sort of leads me to believe that the Bivol Canelo rematch is pretty well confirmed.
Yeah,
Because otherwise he would be moving towards Bivol, you would assume.
Yeah, you'd think so. Eh? I mean, is that tall, Smith?
Yeah, that's Tall Smith. He went to 175 after he lost to Canelo.
He's just going to get steamrolled by Beterbiev.
Yeah, most likely, I would say. I mean, Smith can crack. And also has like a really, really good left hook, which we saw from today. Beterbiev's really vulnerable to.
He's got like a good catch track. Eh?
And Smith's going to have the height, the reach.
Yeah.
As well. Like, his ability to box is good. Take away that like Canelo fight.
And the last thing I seen Callum Smith do was put somebody in a coma. So,
Well, actually,
don't you remember seeing that? That was on like one of the Canelo undercards. He hit that cunt and he literally had a seizure straight away.
no, I love that though for him. Not the guy
He
that had the
fucking, yeah, he just flatlined this motherfucker. And I'm not sure if he's had a fight or anything since then, but yeah, like I think the extra little bit of weight's probably helped him with his power.
Yeah, right. That's mad. Yeah, well, I mean, after seeing Beterbiev today, he looked. I don't know. You don't know how good Yarde was either. You know what I mean? Yarde could have just been having the night of his life until he got stopped.
Well, yeah. Like, why don't we roll into it then?
We thought was going to be a mowing, complete fucking mow over. Turned out to be fucking quite the fucking fun fight to watch. Eh?
An absolute clipping.
Right, it turned out to be such a fucking exciting fight.
It really fucking was, hey.
Fucking top tier. Yarde coming out with his guard near a t-shirted though. I don't really understand what was happening there. Did it
Like I said in the group chat, Beterbiev tends to shoot to the body first and then come up top. So that's probably what he was trying to protect against.
Yeah, but why was it so high? Surely you can't just have it fucking up under your titties.
Well, I mean, he's probably just trying to protect his. I don't know what he was trying to protect, really.
It'd be like me coming out into like a UFC fight with like 2 cups on my titties. Like, I don't want to get kicked in the tit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of.
Like I just felt like it was too high. Like it was sitting like up under his like. It's like sitting up. Like surely they got to fucking fix that thing because it's bothering me.
Wait, what are you actually talking about? Are you talking about his arm or his shorts?
The like body thing that goes under his shorts.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the way that he was holding his arm.
No. The fucking body shield. He was wearing it as a shirt. Did you not notice how high that thing was?
I did, because now that you mentioned it, the ref actually pulled it down at one point. Remember the start of the round? I think it was like the 4th round or something. The ref stepped in between them and like halted time and pulled Yarde's shorts down because it was too high.
Yeah, he should have done that heaps more. That thing was fucking riding high, man. And surely that's like protecting his body because he was getting hit with some decent body shots.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't really make a difference in the end, but let's sort of quickly break down how it sort of went. Yarde survived a lot longer than I thought he would and actually put a lot more of a hurt on Beterbiev than I thought he would.
Landed some good shots against Beterbiev. Didn't really have him rocked, but definitely like kind of wobbled his legs a few times.
Yeah, definitely dazed him, but didn't ever like have him like really like in bad trouble or anything.
Nah.
Yeah, he couldn't land he could land like one good shot but couldn't follow it up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
Beterbiev would be like throwing with him.
Yeah, like he couldn't land another clean shot after he'd catch Beterbiev with a good shot.
Yeah.
And then Beterbiev sort of, was it the 7th? I think it was, or the 8th that got stopped, but like the 6th and 7th Yarde come on strong.
I found that Yarde was having like early success in rounds, but then Beterbiev would finish rounds strong. So it'd be like
last bit of the round would always go to Beterbiev.
Yeah, like last 20 to 30 seconds, he'd like flurry in corners and get like big combos going.
Yeah, I think it happened like 2 or 3 of the rounds. Like he would push him into the corner and hit him with like a good uppercut or a hook or something and really wobble him going back into the corner.
Yeah. But then other than that though, I feel like it was like Yarde's fight if he could stay in there and keep that pressure on.
Yarde's stock only went up in that loss.
100%. Yeah, he didn't lose any, bro. Like he stayed in there with who everyone says is like the best.
Dude, he's fucking now 19-0 in KOs. Like, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah, and he's fucking done pretty well for fucking a good period of time.
I would say that he was winning a lot of those rounds.
Yeah,
Well-
I'd have him up for sure.
Yeah, they had him up on the scorecards.
Yeah, which isn't surprising. Like, fuck.
I just did at the point of the stoppage.
Yeah.
But that is always how Beterbiev fights anyway. He starts slow and then he just goes for the kill.
Yeah,
Like thinking about it, it sort of seemed like he was half baiting Yarde in, like with the way the rounds would finish. Like Yarde would start strong, land like something decent. Beterbiev would like give a reaction. Yarde would throw for like a good minute.
yeah, tire himself out of it.
Yeah, and then Beterbiev would just pour it on in like the last, as you said, like 20 to 30 seconds, just start catching him with good shots.
Yeah,
He is a much smarter boxer than everybody gives him credit for, purely just because he knocks everybody out.
Yeah, and then, well, he timed that right hand to perfection that he landed on Yarde to like pretty well stop the fight.
He was trying to throw it for a couple of rounds.
Like he just timed it perfectly. That right hand pretty much like sort of a hook, sort of a straight right. It wasn't like wide enough to be a hook, but I wouldn't call it like straight down the middle.
It's kind of like a half overhand because he like ducks a little bit to the left when he throws it, and it's like a little like that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Like, but yeah, it was just that one shot, and then he sort of half tagged him and put him down.
Mm.
And there was the count, and then he, I don't know, didn't ever really do anything to Yarde after there was the count. Yarde just sort of ended up back on the ground, and the ref just waved it off.
No,
No,
he's corner stepped him.
Beterbiev- Yeah,
he's
Beterbiev.
spot on it,
Like, then Beterbiev was on the ground, and I was like, "Why the fuck are you on the ground?" He's like, "Yeah, like celebrating the win."
I would have been
Like,
pissed if I
what-
was Yards. If I was Yard, like he still had a bit of fight left in him, man. But he didn't even argue with his team. He was like, oh yeah, whatever. So he must have been pretty defeated, I guess.
Yeah. It wasn't going to get any better.
Nah.
He was
definitely.
only going to get tagged again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like it was like a bad stoppage by his corner. Like it was going to get a lot worse. But fuck, he had a mad fight. Let him go out on his shield. then
But like I
probably
said
don't let
during
him
the
just
week,
get brain damage.
Beterbiev is one of those people that like it doesn't matter if you're hurt and stumbling in front of him, he will still just try and put his fist through your face until that bell rings.
Yeah, no, not
So
bad.
it's probably a good choice by
I've saved him brain damage for sure.
100%.
But yeah, up until that point, fuck, what a fight.
Yeah, it really was, man. I was extremely fucking impressed by it. And like I said earlier, it's Yard stock only goes up from that loss,
Yeah,
which is like, it's hard to fucking do.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, he done nothing but fucking good things for himself, I feel.
Yeah, well, especially when like everyone was saying it was just going to be one-way traffic,
Yeah. But
and like after the way I suppose Yarde had been stopped in the past by the jab from Kovalev, or the jab from fucking what was his name? Can't remember.
Ward? Did you fight Ward? No.
It was the fight. I think he had a Lyndon Arthur.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He stopped him with the jab as well. Like coming off of or having two losses like that in your career, everyone's just expecting, I suppose, Beterbiev to touch him and knock him out.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah.
But yeah, he hit him clean a few times and Yard withstood it.
Yeah, well, Yarde's a solid boy, man.
He fucking is too, hey.
He's got a big chest and big shoulders and that. Like he's when him and Beterbiev were like weighing in and facing off, like you could see the difference in muscle mass.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Big solid fucking boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oath.
But yeah, it's sort of it makes the Bivol fight a lot more interesting, doesn't it?
Oh, way more interesting. Like I'd probably have to take Bivol at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I probably would, 100%. I reckon it'd just be like too slick for him.
Way too slick, man. Yard was outboxing him.
Yeah.
Well, like just defensively too good, I feel.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was my like the point that I made in the group chat of Beterbiev was getting really frustrated with how defensively sound Yard was, and Bivol is way better defensively.
Yeah, and punches in combination.
Punches in combination, punches straight, and then gets out of the way. Like,
Yeah, I feel like that's a very hard night for Beterbiev.
Yeah, because exactly that point that you made before, like those exchanges that were happening later in the rounds, like he would, like Yarde would sort of like get one off kind of thing, and then Beterbiev would crack back in return. If you don't throw back against Bivol, he will just keep throwing punches at your face.
Yeah, and Bivol's not going to tire the same way Yarde was starting to.
No.
We've seen Bivol go the whole 12 with Canelo and still look dominant at the end of 12.
Yeah, still looked like he had plenty of fucking gas in the tank.
Just an excellent all-round boxer.
Yeah,
as the Griffers named him, Bivol the boxing robot, mate.
He is. He's just fucking locked in, mate. You can't fuck with that guy.
They put that program into him for the game plan, and he just doesn't shy away from it at all.
Just off and racing.
Go on.
Fucking off to the fucking bank, mate. Check in.
But like I mentioned at the end of the news, it's going to be a little while before we see that anyway. So
yeah,
speculations are speculations.
Yeah, it'll probably be a bit off because
I feel like it'll have to go say
September. No, because Canelo won't be back until like April or some shit like that. So then he'll fight again.
Canelo will fight May,
and then September. So you get Bivol Beterbiev early next year.
Yeah, or I'd make the argument now for Beterbiev Bivol instead of Beterbiev Smith.
Yeah, I reckon Bivol would be trying to get that fight after yesterday.
And
be fucking chomping at the bit.
I don't think there will have been a point in boxing history where we've had like two current undisputed world champions like face off while still holding their belts. You know, not like if Bivol beats Beterbiev, he will be undisputed at light heavyweight, and he won't be dropping his belts, but will be going down in weight to challenge Canelo for his belts.
That's true. That'd be very interesting.
So you could be undisputed in two weight classes.
Fuck, imagine if he did it.
Like, that's fucking history right there.
Imagine if Bivol just wins 3 fights and becomes the fucking greatest of all time.
Yeah, like that's a statement. That's a statement, bro. That's how I'd be looking at it if I was Bivol.
Yeah, wonder how good that Russian programming really is.
I'd be looking to pay fucking step aside money.
Yeah, you would too.
Yeah, bro. You step aside. I fight him, then I fight Canelo, then I come
Bivol,
back all the belts.
Does Hearn promote Bivol?
I don't think so, but
he signed to the zone. I'm pretty sure.
He might. I feel like
I'll have to look that up.
But I feel like that'd be the way to go if I'm Bivol.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's the smartest way to do it because you know that Canelo wants to give you that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can just shut Smith up for now, pay him step aside, fight Beterbiev, take his belt, then you drop down, fight Canelo for his undisputed titles.
Well, it's the cherry on top. Technically, Smith can probably, maybe, if he really, really, really tried, still make 168. So you could say to Smith, at the end of all this, once I gather fucking 8 belts over 2 divisions, you can fight for them all.
Yeah, well, I'd just go up to what I'd stay at 175 if I'm Smith, and say, yeah, no worries, take the step aside money. If he goes down, beats Canelo, regardless if he wins or loses to Canelo, he comes back, he has to fight you first for all the marbles anyway. Like, he has to defend him against Smith as soon as he comes back up to light heavyweight.
Exactly. So yeah, Smith would be getting a massive payday out of it and then a chance at an undisputed shot.
Yeah, instead of just challenging for Beterbiev's fucking, instead of challenging for the 3 belts, wait and challenge for the 4.
I mean, yeah, seems like it works out good for everyone at the end of the day.
I'm just going to grab another drink, boys. I'll be right back.
Easy as. That's how I'd go about it.
Yeah, but I feel like for everyone that kind of like plays like, you know, a good outcome. Like the only person really getting dicked over is Smith.
But he can choose to take a fight in between if he wants, or wait it out. Like,
but then still get like a mad payday, and then still get your title shot at the end.
Yeah, you're still getting paid. You're getting paid to step aside to do fucking nothing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then just train your ass off for the Bivol fight.
Yeah, or you can take another fight somewhere along the line in between with fucking whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just KO some trash can while you're waiting in the meantime, and you're not going to cop any flack for it because everybody already knows that you were scheduled to do this and you've been given step-aside money. Like, everything works out for him. Everything works out for everybody, really.
Yeah. I like that whole idea. I reckon Eddie should probably be in contact with you there for him.
Well, speaking of ideas that you really like, Griff, what do we got on this weekend?
Skye Nicholson fights on the Sunday for us. Be early. There's a few other fights on that day. Not really sure who. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Just, a couple of undisputed championships being tossed around. No worries.
Yeah, but Skye Nicholson on the card. Finally getting the recognition she deserves.
I'm not exactly sure who she's fighting, but yeah, I do really enjoy watching her fight. She's extremely skilled, and nothing is more satisfying than watching her jab somebody's face off with a smile on her face.
Yeah. Yeah, she's fucking
very happy.
Yeah, who else is on that card? I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, really.
Well, we've got Alicia Baumgardner fighting against can't remember the first name, but Mekhaled for the one with the shorts, Griff. Yes, the one with the shorts. She'll be putting her undisputed title on the line that she, gathered all those belts against Michaela Mayer in her last fight. So this was the person that she said straight away after she beat Michaela Mayer that no, I'm going for undisputed. Okay, so hang on. She's not undisputed. She's your unified champion. This will give her undisputed.
Yeah, and then she'll probably rematch that.
Michaela Mayer, yeah, you would say, because that was a really close fight.
It was. For him, do you reckon she'll wear the shorts again?
I don't see why she'd go away from it, Griff.
Oh, I mean, it was, a real crowd drawer, I'd say.
You could say
I hope she's got a similar design. That's for damn sure.
Just the pure look of seriousness on Rube's face.
I mean,
oh my god!
I mean, it's like all female card again.
Yeah, I believe it is. No, there's one or two male fights on it, but it is a mainly female-dominated card. And then, moving into the main event, we've got Amanda Serrano versus something Cruz.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can't see anyone beating Serrano other than Katie Taylor, so I thought we are going to see that fight at some stage again.
See how something goes.
Supposedly we were, but who knows? Maybe a bit later on in the year. Haven't heard much from Taylor.
Oh, she's probably fucking chilling out, mate.
Wait, did she? She did fight again in between, didn't she?
Yeah,
she
did. Yeah.
The end of last year.
Yeah, she fought somebody else. Yeah.
She looked a bit aged in that fight. Some would say.
Yeah,
not me. Not me. I'm not saying that, but some would say.
Are you trying to walk me into things, Griff?
No. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, in the main event, we've got Skye Nicholson versus someone we don't really know the name of yet. Should just be a fucking beautiful match to watch, really. One-sided as can be.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a good card, and it's just nice to sort of see that, like you said, even though there's one or two male fights on it, that they're doing these female-dominated cards because they do provide good action.
That's fucking action-packed, mate. It's beautiful.
I'm actually really keen to see Baumgardner fight again, kind of thing, because it was the first time I watched a fight, and it was obviously it was for unified championship, but I'd seen a bit of stuff on Michaela Mayer and was sort of really under the impression that this is going to be quite one-sided, and it was a close fight, but Baumgardner obviously won, so I'm kind of excited to see how she goes against other competition.
Well, I definitely
to get an actual gauge of her skill.
I definitely kept my eyes on one side.
Yeah, we know you did.
I don't know. I feel like the decision in that other fight could have went either way.
I definitely could have went either way.
So I don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if she can get this belt and then go back and rematch the other chick. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because it needs to happen. It's one of those things that you need a definitive answer on that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Any thoughts for him?
He's still just thinking about the shorts.
I'm hoping they come through.
Make an appearance. They were cheeky.
Yeah, sure were.
It was a pretty cheeky number.
It was.
Alrighty. On. We have Emmanuel Navarette versus Liam Wilson, an Australian fighter.
I don't like to go against Aussie fighters, but fuck me dead.
For it's a vacant WBO 130-pound title that was left behind when Shakur Stevenson moved up to lightweight.
I mean, just add that to Navarette's fucking collection he's got going on.
100%, man. This is a very, very one-sided fight. Liam Wilson was coming off a win, but he's coming off a knockout loss before that. And Navarette boasts like an 83 or 87% knockout rate he's fought at like 2 lower weight classes or something than, no, maybe not 2, maybe 1. So like taking into like consideration how like big and lanky this dude is, he's quite tall for like the weight that he fights at. And he was able to cut to like 126. All right. So in a way has just moved to 122, which is 1 weight class below what Navarette used to fight at.
Yeah.
So he's a really, really big fucking dude for that weight class. And he's got, so Wilson has a height advantage because he's more naturally built for that weight class, but Navarette has a 3-inch reach advantage, and he just has this really like awkward style and can hit with power from the strangest positions rather, kind of like you, which is why I told you to like watch him a lot.
Yeah,
and when you finally got around to it, you like sort of understood why.
Yeah, it's also just a beautiful Mexican man. But yeah, he fucking cracks. I don't like that fight for fucking anyone really, let alone this fucking Aussie dude.
Like I said,
man. I don't want to bet against the fucking Aussie dude that's fighting for a belt, but fucking dead. It's fucking near impossible not to.
Yeah, it's a bit of a situation of this dude just sort of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, really.
Yeah, fucking wrong generation, homie.
But like, you know, boxing is boxing, man. He could just fucking catch him and knock him out, but
yeah,
Navarette has had
happening.
Yeah, that's it. He's had an extensive, like, look at the stats between them. Like Liam Wilson, he might boast around the same nearly as like the KO record, over an 11, and so he's got like 11 wins and 7 wins out of those are KOs. So that's how long his pro career has been going for. Whereas Navarette is 37 fights into his career and has won like 33 of those fights by knockout or some shit. So just wealth of experience in the pro division as opposed to this guy. And more to the point, we don't have the best boxing system over here. So fighting top flight Australian boxers is not the same as fighting a like even middle flight Mexican amateur.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this other dude's only chance is to like Navarette will like come out and will get clipped early until he like settles in. So if you can clip him early and put him away, maybe, but I just still don't like his chances.
He does have a habit of doing that. And from what I have seen of Wilson, he has a pretty fucking mean left hook on him. But Navarette, once again, has that reach advantage and that real awkward style. So I think he's probably smart enough to not put himself in the position to get caught by that.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't know. He gets clipped by some fucking cunts that hit, and he just like kind of marches through and off he goes. Yeah,
in that typical Mexican style.
Loves it.
Any thoughts, Cruz?
I just feel like it's probably a bit early for Wilson, but like I'm not gonna write him off. It was, I don't know, it was like really touted as one of our next real like title contenders, like ahead of Brock Jarvis and all of them, until he had that like shock loss. Like it
was a pretty bad KO too.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been beaten that night. I don't know what the fuck was up there, but like since then he knocked that same bloke that beat him. He knocked him out, and then he beat Cole
Mazzudio, I believe he beat, maybe.
Yeah, who was at the time, I feel.
Some form of Australian champion.
Yeah, he was like 36-0 or something at that point, I think, when Wilson beat him.
True.
So it's just, I don't know, I feel like that Navarette, his experience in higher level fights will probably like allow him to get the win. But yeah, I won't write Wilson off. Like if I was if I was putting together a $5 bet of like underdogs to get up, I'd throw him on it.
That can be a fun fucking fight to watch then, because I mean it's always good to see an Aussie get up, but I'm like a massive fan of Navarette, so that's just going to be a dog fucking fight to watch.
One thing
Like,
you got to
I feel
give
like-
us, man, is we're usually always scrappy. So
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like it could be like a Cambosis type deal, but like Wilson.
who knows?
I feel like Wilson has more natural boxing ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So like if he does manage to beat him, Wilson could go on for a while and be, well, what this fucking Navarrete or whatever hasn't been beaten in nearly 10 years or something, I think.
Exactly. Yeah, Navarrete hasn't been beaten in 10 years, but he is like mid to late 30s.
Yeah,
And Wilson is only 26. So that's a real good point that you just made. Like, if he does for some reason pull it out, this could be just that thing that leapfrogs him and gives him that fucking confidence to like really go to the next level.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
he's got a young family and shit too, Wilson. So he's got plenty riding on this fight, I suppose. If he gets beat, he's probably back to the drawing board. And if he can get the win, he takes his family to places he's probably only ever dreamed of.
And there's a theme of it lately too.
Yeah.
In all combat sports, it just seems to be that like all these people that are touted as unbeatable champions and the odds are just always against these underdogs. These underdogs seem to be coming through lately.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know, when you start to age, it only takes that one night that you get caught where you're not feeling the greatest. You're not, you feel just that bit off. You might have overtrained. You might have trained too hard in the week before. In your weight cut, you might not have timed it right. There's plenty of things that can happen to an aging fighter, and there's just that old thing of getting old overnight too, I suppose.
Exactly. There's so many different factors that can fit into it.
Yeah, it's going to be a fucking fun fight nonetheless. A fucking Aussie boy going for a belt is always exciting. So, yeah, I'm just keen to watch that in general. I'm fucking so torn on who to go for.
Yeah, I could really just go 50-50 with it.
Yeah, like I want to see like more Aussies have world titles. So, like I want to see that happen, but then in the same sense, I don't want to see like Navarrete lose any belts. Will he lose a belt, or is it just for the vacant?
I think he's only just moved up to the division.
Okay. I mean, that's also good because he looked a bit like drained in his last fights from the weight cut. So moving up a division's good for him, I feel. But he
Like I said, man,
was
he's a
getting
real-
cracked in like a lower weight, so he might just get fucking cracked by a bigger dude and
Could be.
not handle it well.
Yeah, because Wilson, once again, is like he's quite large for the weight.
Yeah, well, I mean, you fucking keep your eye on it, especially if he's just got everything riding on this. Like, he might just want to fucking go out there and swing for the fences and put everything on the line.
You never fucking know, man. That might be the underdog bet of the week, hey?
Maybe we have to put a little fucking on the fucking little lad there, lads.
Hey. But Frumi mentioned weight cuts. Speaking of weight cuts, Big Pretty returning this weekend to a UFC fight night
Big Pretty.
against
Derek.
Sergei, the polar bear Spivac. So I looked up Sergei's record, and it's quite an interesting one. He's got, I believe it was 7-6. So that's fucking 13. 2 + 2 is 4. Quick maths. 7 wins by KO, 6 wins by submission.
Okay.
So a real fucking interesting mix of.
I don't like that for Derek because he doesn't have the
No,
best
it's
ground
not.
game.
It's not good because obviously, like Derek has suffered some bad KO losses over the last couple of things, so his chin's starting to get a little bit suspect, and this
He
guy
might
can just
be-
sort of do whatever to him.
I feel like Derek might come in fucking fast, eh? Fuck.
Yeah, but that's
Fast
also
Derek
what I'm
Lewis is
really interested to see. After that video that we were talking about the other week, like he was shredded.
Still
Fucking,
a big man. Though.
yeah, he's going to carry power still, but he's going to be a fucking hell of a lot quicker.
Just comes in there bouncing like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. That's a fucking fun fight to keep an eye on.
They're harder to take down too, I feel.
Yeah. He's going to be a bit more athletic, and it's going to be
Like-
interesting to see. I seen him come out with a post, and it's something like, I didn't like this for him, But it was just like, oh, I don't take my fight career serious, and everyone takes me serious. Now I'm taking it serious, and everyone's making a joke of it. And he seemed like pretty upset about the matter.
You really want to go into a fight against an upset Derek Lewis?
No, but I don't think he was like mad. I feel like he was just like butthurt.
Yeah, but like, can you blame people?
Yeah, fuck no.
Like, look at his Instagram. Look at his social media. He's just a fucking clown.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a funny bloke.
Hard to take, serious when you're just making jokes fucking 90% of the time, then 10% of the time you're like, oh, let's fucking punch cunts' fucking faces.
Yeah, and like, I don't feel like it's people not taking him serious, but people are more like, holy fuck. Like, Derek's actually fucking serious here. Like, what if he had have been serious the last 10 fucking years?
Yeah, fuck, probably heavyweight champ.
Like,
Or light heavyweight, or maybe featherweight, who knows?
yeah, like, imagine what, like, the shit he could have done. He already holds, like, the most knockout, like, the record for the most knockouts in UFC history and
Yeah.
whatnot. Like, imagine if you, like, just, I don't know, was some form of, like, pure boxer who was just, like, shredded over the last 10 years. Like, some of the, like, the knockouts he's gotten would have just been so much more crisp.
Yeah, he could have done a lot better things with his career, I'm sure. But I mean, he still had a fucking great career.
Dude, Derek Lewis with cardio?
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Like, half of his fights probably wouldn't have gone fucking the 5 rounds that, like, the ones that have, because he'd just be able to go all day and people would not be able to keep with him.
Yeah, can you imagine if fucking Derek Lewis looked like Cyril Gahn?
Oh, yeah, you fucking
For the last 10 years?
Division. Looking at it,
John Jones would have retired.
But he would have been like,
He wouldn't have gone to heavyweight.
he would have been like Alistair Overeem, but like no Roy.
Legitimately, man. Like, he's got, like, I reckon, yeah, like, judging by the look at him, and yeah, he had a shirt on, but you could obviously see that, like, he didn't have a gut anymore. Like, his chest looked bigger. Like, he looked fucking shredded.
Yeah.
Like, how does he expect people to take old fucking Mr. My Balls' hut seriously?
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard to take that guy serious after saying things along them lines. But I mean, we'll see how serious he is this weekend, really. I mean, should be a fun fight if this other guy's got like a good ground game. I feel like that's bad for Lewis.
John Jones come to heavyweight and Lewis is like, yeah, no, I'm not hanging around.
I'm going down light heavyweight, fuck it.
I'm going down weight.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to featherweight.
Goes down, sits on Makhachev's chest, then forces Volkanovski to come up and fight him again.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, we're only a week away from that, so next week's going to be a big preview.
But even like, we've got a mad weekend this weekend coming, and then the
a huge weekend this weekend.
Following weekend's a good one as well.
I think we got a good boxing fight next weekend as well. Pretty sure. Maybe it's not. Maybe not next weekend, but like once it hits like I think the start of March, we have like a fucking good fight pretty much every weekend.
Yeah.
And then also like once this UFC hits next week, we've got like 285 is fucking like Jones and all of that shit. 286 is Edwards, Usman 3 and Gaethje returning, and then 287, as we spoke about earlier, is fucking stacked.
Yeah.
And then you got to think that like Conor McGregor is returning at some point towards the end of the year.
Who doesn't die before then?
Michael Chandler's been real. All right, let's talk about that before we move into our last segment, because obviously we've got to mention that up top. Yeah, some random person hit Conor McGregor while he was pedaling a fucking push bike on the side of the road, and somehow managed to get away with his life.
Gave Conor a lift home and shit.
Really? I didn't see that part.
Yeah, Conor posted a bit in the car.
In the back of the cunt's car, like hanging like out the boot or whatever, just like getting a lift home.
They're doing like a selfie video, like, yeah, what's your name, bud? Yeah, well, you just hit me in your car.
Yeah, this is what just hit me on my bike.
Bro, it's like an Italian running over the Pope.
Yeah.
Like, he is their god.
Yeah.
He says something, and McGregor's like, I'm just happy I'm fucking alive. Fuck it.
Yeah. He definitely handled. Maybe he's like, I don't know, got his head back together a bit because he handled it well.
Yeah, he really did handle it well. And regardless of whether he like knew that, like, he filmed it.
Yeah.
Like that video that everyone was seeing was from his perspective. He filmed
his phone. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously he's not going to film a video of him flipping out at somebody kind of thing. But I think it sort of leads credence to the fact that if you were going to flip out, you wouldn't pull out your phone.
No.
So he probably did, react to it in the correct way.
And I mean, that's a good situation to flip out on, not like some old man refusing your whiskey.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like, he has all rights to flip out if somebody nearly kills him in a fucking car, as opposed to spite buying the pub because you punched an old man.
Yeah. It's so, yeah.
Yeah, well,
so weird.
I think McGregor said he was like riding or whatever, and he was riding up over the hill, and the sun was like rising or whatever.
Yeah.
Like when he was riding over the hill, like the sun was smashing him in the eyes. So like when that bloke come up over the hill in the car, like the sun was like smashing the cunt in the eyes or whatever, and he just didn't see McGregor and fucking plowed him.
Sounds like he'd be alive, eh?
He really is.
Scary scenes.
And if that doesn't sort of tell you that, like, you know, you got to fucking come back, cunt. You've got shit to do.
Yeah, well, he looked like afterwards he was just like, I'm still here. Like, that's a good sign. Like, he's like thankful that he's alive. So maybe he'll do something with his life now.
Speaking of people that don't do a whole lot with their fucking lives, let's roll into that Sans My Bernie.
Yeah.
Senior, we got to talk. Apparently, you reckon that there's no money in your son fighting a legitimate world champion at the weight class that you've just moved to?
Like,
anybody here want to explain any of the logic about that to me?
Like, there's no money really in fighting pro grade because he's not popular. But like, if you want to be a world champion at that weight class, you have to take what is on offer.
Exactly the point that I was going to make.
As a champion at that weight class, like you're not going to get the millions of dollars that you were going to get fighting a Haney or a Tank or anyone down at that weight class. Like you have to fight what is there for the money that they get paid.
That's it. And even if this scenario happens, which it doesn't 100%, that not Catterall, like Taylor wins against Jack Catterall and then turns around and wants to fight Teofimo. That makes you a bit of money, but like you said, it's not going to make you the same amount of money that it would against fighting a Davis, fighting a Haney kind of thing, because Josh Taylor doesn't have the profile that those people do.
No, they're heaps bigger names, for sure.
Like fighting a Garcia. Like you can't go around going, oh, there's not enough money in this. Well, why the fuck go to that weight class?
Exactly. Yeah. And I like the point that you made, because I was going to make the exact same point of, there is no money in a pro grade fight, but you need the pro grade fight to be able to get fights that make money. Because, as I just mentioned, that hypothetical scenario is not going to happen. Because the only reason that Regis Pro Grade has the WBC belt is because Josh Taylor has been stripped of it. So the first thing Josh Taylor is going to do, the second he beats Catterall, or the second Catterall beats Josh Taylor, because this is technically a rematch.
Well, I think Taylor's might even be going up in weight after the Catterall rematch. So,
you think?
Yeah, so I wouldn't even rely on fucking Josh Taylor to be hanging around to get that fucking fight. Because I think
that's interesting.
The reason he looked so bad in the previous fight with Catterall was because apparently he struggled with the weight cut.
Yeah, he's quite large for that weight, isn't he?
Got a big belly.
Yeah, so he's going to right that wrong with Catterall. And I don't really see him hanging around to fight Teofimo unless Teofimo fights pro grade and gets the belt.
Yeah, that's very true. And he's Scottish Griff, so you got to change your accent there.
Yeah, no, I can't do a Scottish accent.
He's a big boy.
Big boy. Hey.
Pod Marley.
But exactly, yeah. Well, like now that you mention it, I do recall him looking like shit, and then him saying that's the reason why you look like shit, and talk about him going up. So belts could just get scattered after that.
Yeah, so like your best chance
like Dragon Balls.
For that fight with Taylor is to take the fight with Pro Grade. You fucking.
I mean, if you want to get like actually taken serious at that weight, fight Pro Grade. He's a good fighter. Like,
so that's not a fight that Teofimo wins.
Nah. World class.
Stop talking shit. Take the fight.
Pro Grade knocks him the fuck out.
Yeah,
I see
out,
him knocking him out.
Knocks him out, I feel.
Yeah, I reckon. I don't see like Teofimo winning that fight. I don't know. I feel like he needs better people in him and a bit more self-motivation, and maybe I'll fucking give him a bit more chance.
But no, you go.
Pro Grade's not a fight I want to be going into if I've just been stood in a corner asking my
Still
like
got it?
coach and shit if I've still got it. Like
Still got it?
that's not a fight I want to be taking.
Dad,
No, not at all.
Daddy. Still got it?
But yeah, well, you brought us back around to the main point. Why the fuck are we still hearing your dad say this shit? Why are you not saying it? Why are you not your own spokesperson? Can you just be your own man? Please give him money, send him home, stop letting him front the reporters. Every single time you do, you are taking away from your own value.
100%.
And no one is ever going to take you seriously with anything that you say.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, he's fucking. Sorry for him.
No, you're right, go.
Nah, all you, brother.
So I feel like his dad's always just going to pop up though, like
It's the polite Olympics over here.
regardless.
Yeah, I feel like, it's like inevitable that his dad just loves being in the limelight. As much as
Yeah.
Teofimo probably is like, dude, just let me do this. And he's like, no, I'll come, it's fine.
I feel like Teofimo would understand. I have to fight progress.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Like he's not. He gets. I think he just gets too caught up in the furor of things sometimes. But he's not a stupid kid. He's
Yeah,
not.
no.
If you watch I think, like I've said a million times before, man, you go back and you watch when Top Rank were doing that like little mini series that they did before he fought Lomas. One of the reporters asked him a question about his relationship with his dad, and the kid fucking breaks down in tears.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
It's not a good relationship, man.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether he loves this man or not, he's fucking making his career a lot harder for him.
Yeah.
He's like a dictator.
Say it again.
Like a dictator, just telling fucking Teofimo what to do.
It fucking is, man.
Yeah, it seems that way.
That's literally the best way to put it. He's not a trainer. He's a fucking he's a fucking dictator because it's exactly that. Even if, like you said, Griff, like even if Teo is sitting behind
I
the
didn't say
scenes saying,
anything about dicks. Just putting that out there right now.
Oh fuck!
Speaking of dictators, I miss your dad.
Kamali.
Fucking.
You're setting the dog off. Or maybe I am with my fucking supersonic laughter.
I'm
But anyway.
honest.
Yeah, exactly
Miles.
that point. Like, even if Teo is sitting behind the scenes saying, oh, I really wish that you wouldn't say this shit
Yeah.
or front the fucking reporters every time that they come to the door, he's not gonna do it unless you just give him the money and tell him to go the fuck home.
But even then, if you give him the money, he might just like the attention. Like, it
Yeah,
seems
but
like he likes just being in the limelight.
But
Like,
at
even when he
least if
came on
he-
the podcast, he was like, fucking wanted posters around. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, he definitely has some very strange shit in his rider. Some stuff we had to go to the dark web for.
Yeah,
It's
super
fucking
strange.
pretty interesting. But
Baby goats and shit. Fucked up.
my point is that if Teo just comes out publicly and says that he did that, then it doesn't matter what Senior says. Senior can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh,
if
he,
it's
like,
been
separates
made
himself from
apparent.
him.
Exactly. If he publicly separates himself from his father and says, this person's going to train me, I'm telling my dad to stay the fuck away from my career, then like I think it will slightly make a fucking difference because then his dad can say whatever the fuck he wants. It's the same kind of relationship that Eubank Senior and Junior have now because Junior's sort of told his dad, I don't want you around my career.
Yeah.
And now Senior sort of just comments on it to the media because he's still who he is and they ask for his opinion,
Have you
but
guys,
it's not coming from the fucking Eubank team.
Have you guys seen the video of, like, I think it's like Eubanks and his dad watching Sportscast or some shit? I don't know. But he's like,
They're on Gogglebox in the UK.
that one. And he's like asking, like, his son if he wants like a Smartie. He calls them sweeties or something. It's the most cooked video I've ever watched, but I laughed so fucking hard at it. Don't know why. He's just like a sweetie. Because Junior like looks at him like, oh, a Smartie. He's like, yes, they're quite divine or something, like something fucking weird, man. You're like, what the fuck? But yeah, I find it hilarious. I could watch it before I go to bed.
Eubank Senior, just like, I don't even know what happened to him as a child to make him like that. How do you speak that proper but also want to be so violent?
Yeah, I don't know. He explains it in a documentary I was watching, but I wasn't paying like full attention. I'll have to rewatch it. I don't know. Yeah, he didn't like coming across stupid or something like that. I don't know. So he wasn't always so well spoken. But apparently, like, when other kids were reading other shit, he just used to read the dictionary over and over and over again. He's like, I like to know all the words.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he started it. He grew up in like England for a bit and then ended up in like New York in the ghetto or something with his mum growing up over there.
I feel like he's like from like a rough upbringing, but then he just like kind of propped himself.
He's got an extremely prominent English accent. That's weird that he moved to New York as a child.
Yeah, I think he lived there for a while as a child and then went back to England. Like he grew up, like started out in England, I'm pretty sure. Then at the age of 9 or something, might have ended up going to New York and then back in England.
That makes a little more sense because like those formative years, he would have pretty much locked in his accent then before he went over there.
Yeah, and then he probably wasn't in America for long enough for it to change his accent.
Yeah. All right, well, that's interesting.
Hilarious to listen to.
Somebody needs to link me that somebody needs to link me that documentary, and then you definitely need to link me that video.
Yeah, I'll find it. I'll find it after this. It's so fucking funny.
That one's going on the soundboard.
Oh, it's got it.
You're like a sweetie.
Yeah, it's the best, man. It's so fucking funny. I don't know why it's so funny either. It's just nothing.
You know what my favorite part is? The fact that everybody makes fun of Mike Tyson for his accent, but nobody makes fun of Chris Eubank for his accent. Sorry, not his accent, his lisp.
Yeah. I've never heard
Chris Eubank Sr. is just so much worse. And Mike Tyson is a much worse person to make fun of.
Yeah, he will just kill you.
Yeah.
But I think like Mike looks like he'll eat your soul into it's like, here you go.
Yeah, it is. It's more deceiving. You're like, what the fuck?
That is actually true, yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, you expect a British person to sort of sound like proper, but like not that proper.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, Bob's like, holy fuck, this cunt's like one of them rich ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
There's no way he bought.
Just loves a fucking good scrap in between.
Yeah, I still remember the first thought that I ever had when I saw Chris Eubank fucking Senior. I was like, oh my God, the butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a boxer?
Yeah, that's fire.
But when I first seen him, I didn't even know he fought. Like, I didn't even know he was a boxer. And then someone's like, oh, yeah, back in your fighting days. I was like, what? Look, I was like, fuck, this cunt could actually bang.
Yeah.
He put on some mad fights, eh? Fucking good ones.
I know.
Yeah, legit, the amount of people that would have been like, who's this fuckwit? And they looked him up on YouTube like, I retract all my statements.
Yeah.
Yeah, this cunt can fight.
Hey. But, anyway, we moved too far away. Main point is we usually do. Senior, go home, stay home, leave your son the fuck alone.
Yeah. Yeah, just stop it.
There's really not much more to say on that point.
We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, fucking YouTube, Spotify, Apple. We're fucking everywhere. We're everywhere. You can't
everywhere.
You can't avoid us for much longer.
You can't escape.
Like, subscribe, share. Just do whatever you feel like doing. Pete, we love you. Yeah.
You know who you are.
You know who you are, Pete, and we love you, bro.
Don't get too methed up this weekend, buddy.
All right, stay hard, boys.
Stay away from those 11-year-olds. What?
Just